Hello, good afternoon, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well. And again, it's another challenge video. And this was a challenge that I watched. I seen it on Red Room Diecast. Bog from Red Room Diecast was doing a challenge set by a YouTuber I'm not familiar with. I think he's called Amazing Cars 13. I did check his channel out and he does some pretty cool stuff. And I had gave him a quick sub as well while I was at it. And the challenge that he did, or Bog did, should I say, is just show your premium diecast. And Bog, if I remember rightly, I think he showed 13 very nice premium pieces. So on the original challenge, the guy was saying you can show your whole collection, show as many as you like. He doesn't expect you to show your whole collection, just show your premium cars. So that's basically what this challenge is just show your premium cars. If I've got it wrong, I do apologise. But anyway, so I've got a selection of premium cars. And as you can see, there is one there in the background. So I get straight into it. The one that's in the background is a Tarmac works. I think this is an earlier Tarmac work. This is an Audi R8, I believe. So a little look. Yeah, see, Tarmac Audi R8 V10 Plus, it says. But this is a piece that I got a while back now. I think I got this from Diecast for you to see from Phil. I think it's one. I think it's one of the cars I won off of him in one of his giveaways, and it is a very, very cool piece, very nicely detailed, as you can see. So it has got lensed front headlights and lensed rear headlights, and a strange thing that I've never seen on any other Tarmac work cars is doesn't roll particularly well. This isn't a hobby 64, this is a global 64, but it does have suspension, and it does actually have it. You can see the suspension springs there, which I thought was rather cool. So it does have a bit of suspension. But anyway, that is the first piece. So that is an Audi R8 V10 from Tarmac Works. So that is pretty cool. So that's piece number one. And then staying with the Tarmac theme, this is one of my favourite pieces from Tarmac. And this is the Zonda R, Pagani Zonda R. And this is what got me into Tarmac basically. And I think this is what got a lot of people into it, because this is just such a very nice, well done casting. And it's funny because I have this car packed away, unfortunately. As I said, most of the cars that I got out, some are on display, some aren't, and it's just the weight in it. It really is a substantially made casting, very nicely done. So, and again, this is from their Hobby 64, which is done very nicely. So as you can see, you've got the red bucket seats. You can see what looks like some gauge detail, or they might be gauges, or they might be vents. They're possibly vents in silver there in the middle of the dashboard. You can see the windscreen wiper is raised, but it's not a separate piece. But this is a very, very cool piece. I do like it a lot. Metal base, obviously metal top, all that good stuff. It does roll very well. So this is a very nice piece. A little bit of silver on the mirrors. So I do like this. So that's obviously the Pagani Zonda R. So that's piece number two. And then we might as well stay with the whole Tarmac whilst we're at it. And I've shown this before many times, but I like it a lot. Again, this case is always a little bit on the stiff side. So let me just do it off camera a second, 2 seconds. I don't want to bash the car. And it is obviously the RWB 964 Porsche, and this is a fantastic piece. This is from their Hobby 64, and it is just awesome. One of my favourite pieces out of all my cars, one of my very favourite pieces out of my collection, to be honest. But very, very cool. So this challenge is pretty cool. There's any excuse to get to show some of these cars. I mean, as you all know, I do like doing my vintage pieces, and I like doing my wheel swaps and all the other videos that I make, but I must admit I do like collecting these high-end premiums, probably the best when I get the chance. Can I see inside the car? Let's have a little look. Yeah, there you go, you can just about see the gauges. There you go, you can see the gauge detail. So very, very nicely done car. Hang on, got a bit of an issue with my camera, 2 seconds. Is it going to clear up? There we go, better. And you can see some other advertisement stickers there in the window. You can see brake discs and what looks like calipers in red. But very, very cool piece. So that is the Porsche 911 964. So I'll just put the case back on that very briefly, if I can, or not. There you go. And then the next piece, we'll take a look at an Auto World, and it's going to be a, I do believe, I'm just trying to remember the date now, I think it's a 1974 Plymouth Roadrunner with the 360 cubic inch V8. This is a cool piece. They didn't make many Auto World back in the day. They now make a lot more pieces than they used to. I think this is one of 1800s. This is quite a low numbered car. Very nicely done, as you can see. So it says 74. I think that says R on the front. A Roadrunner. So there's a car alarm going off in the background there. But you can see the little Roadrunner bird there. They are. You got. I do like Auto World. They do a good job at the price point, I must admit. So we'll little look at the engine if we can. And there we go. There's the 360 cubic inch V8. So that is a pretty cool piece. And again, no issues with the wheels. Rolls nice. So that'll be piece number 4. And then I think the next one I'll show is going to be, I'm trying to see what it is. It is a 1975 Chevy van, and it is from Racing Champions. I've got I've got 3 of these vans. I'm trying to think what I've got now. I've got a black one with what looks like Aztec patination on it. I've got an orange one with like a moon, sort of sunset moon in the background, I think, with a tree. And this particular one is the chase piece. This is, now I do believe, if I remember rightly, I think Racing Champions, they call their chase pieces gold strikes. Now the normal version of this is like a dark metallic brown and just black, I think black and silver wheels. I think they're black and silver. The gold strike version of this, as you can see, it's got a lot of gold, more of a like a browny goldy colour, and it has the gold in the wheels, and it has the gold base, which is how you can tell it is a chase piece and it is a gold strike. There we go, Racing Champions. And this is quite an old piece, copyright 99, so it's getting on. But and these, and like I said, I can't remember who told me, but these are quite rare. They didn't make many of these at all. They could be as little as only 50 of these. And I know, I can't remember who it was that told me, but whoever it was, they must be fairly right, because I've not found none for sale. This was a lucky buy when I got it. So that is 75 custom Chevy van. So very nicely done. So that is piece number 5, and then piece number 6 will be from Mini GT. This is a piece I showed about a month ago, I think, possibly a couple of weeks back, and this is the Honda S2000. And again, this is a very nice weighty little piece, very nicely done from Mini GT. Not been to Mini GT, I haven't got very many. I'm still on my Mini GT journey, as we like to say. But this is a very, very cool piece. Lensed headlights, these very nice looking wheels, again exhaust detail, rear lights. These are at the moment my new favourite cars to collect. I've got some more coming in the post. I just like the fact that you get a nice premium car for a reasonable price, and they roll. So these aren't super premiums, but these are a good quality premium car. And like I said, it's got mirrors, rubberized mirrors, little rubberized aerial, and this is the tuned version, I believe. But very nicely done indeed. And to be honest, it wouldn't take much to make these a super premium. If you gave these some interior gauges and maybe a little bit of more interior colour and some brake disc detail, these would be right up there, in my opinion, with the Tarmac works, the Hobby 64. These are done quite nice. So that is piece number 6. And I'm just looking around where I put them. Piece number 7 is still boxed, so I will very quickly unbox it. And again, I showed this fairly recently. Like I said, most of these cars, some are on display, some aren't, so that's why they are packed in their cases or boxes. So this is the Liberty Work BMW M4, again from Mini GT. It's another very cool little piece, nicely done. The black wheels, and again you've got all the lens details, exhaust details, again rubberized mirrors, so very nicely done. And obviously it rolls, and again I showed this fairly recently. So you've got the LB Performance, LB Works, so very cool. So that will be piece number 7. And then sticking with the whole inner box, so again we've got another auto weld here, and this is a GT40. This is a fairly low numbered one. I can't remember what the numbers are on this one now. I'm just having a little look on the box. I think this is only one of a few thousand. I don't believe they made many of these either, but again this is very nicely done. This is one from the Le Mans race back in the day. I think this is when they came in first, second and third. I think the guy who was driving this, I think, was called McLaren, if I remember rightly. But very nicely done. And this is the weathered version, so, or the raced version. So as you can see, it's got some weathering going on, like it's been in the race for 24 hours. And this one has lens lights, which is unusual for auto well, but they do it now and again. Again, obviously it rolls rather well. So that is the Ford GT40. I'm just trying to think of a date on it. Let's have a little look. Where is the date of the car? It should say 1965. Yes, this is the 1965 Ford GT. So very, very cool. So that's piece number 8. Right, let's move some boxes out the way. And then again, this is from Tomica. I've got quite a few Tomica pieces, but I pulled this one out just because it is one of my favourite. I know it's not the TLV version. This is their premium version. Obviously with Tomica, you know, you've got Tomica Basic, Tomica Premium, and Tomica Limited Vintage, which is their sort of super premium. But this I just thought was done very, very nicely. I've heard some people say the proportions are out slightly, but I don't care. I like it. It's a striking colour, and it's just very nicely done with very minimal flaws. So very, very cool. So this is obviously a Lamborghini Countach. This is the anniversary Lamborghini Countach. I think it's the 25th anniversary. I'm just looking at the box. The 25th anniversary. Let's have a look. Yeah, 25th anniversary. So it's Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary edition. And so you've got painted tailpipes, painted rear lights. You can see the little bull in the corner there, just about. And you've got some lens lights on the front, which is pretty cool. So we get the bonnet open. And there is some engine detail, and again, very nicely done. And I think the TLV version, now they do actually do this version now with opening the scissor doors, or gold doors, whatever you want to call them. And I think they're scissor doors, and the rear hatch opens, but it is quite expensive. There you go, you've got wides on the back, but it's nicely done. it obviously rolls very well. So that is the Tomica Premium Lamborghini Countach 25th Anniversary Edition. So that's piece number 9. And the last piece, again, is going to be from Tomica, which, again, unfortunately, I apologise for them all being boxed. So this is Tomica Limited Vintage Neo. It is the Ferrari 512 TR. So we'll take this out very briefly. Again, this is one that is not on display at the minute, as I am still forever transitioning over. I'm actually now going to be buying myself a shed now and having a new filming location, hopefully in this a new great big shed when I eventually get it sorted out. So there it is. It is the TLV Ferrari 512 TR, and this took over from the Ferrari Testarossa, which I can't remember which date the Testarossa came out, possibly late 80s, but this came out in 1991, or at least this particular one's 1991. But very, very nice car. Doesn't have any brake detail, as you can see. Doesn't have any, so look, any mirror detail really, which I know Tomica's a funny brand. You either love them, I love them, but you get some people that, you know, they are very expensive. And when you compare this to some of the Tarmac Works Hobby 64, which are like a half the price, and they have like little things they could do on this a bit better. They could do some discs and maybe some painted mirrors, but it doesn't phase me in the slightest. So look at the engine cover if I can get it up. Can I get it up? Come on. There we go. So there is the flat 12, and these engines are really made quite well because they actually go down into the car. As you can see, it's not like it's like a flat piece of plastic that's been stuck in. They have got some dimension to them. They are very nicely done. Like I said, they do make a good job. And obviously, being it's a limited vintage, they all roll really well. They do have suspension, and there you go, Ferrari 512 TR 1/64 scale. So anyway, with that, please check out Amazing Cars 13. I think I said that right. Check out his channel, does some cool stuff. Obviously check out Red Room Diecast, Bog at Red Room Diecast. Great bloke, shows some really cool pieces, so check him out. We all know him anyway, but just in case you don't, I better get on. This video's been going for long. I have got another video to do, so expect me back in a bit. And with that, please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more unboxing videos, wheel swaps, customs, premium pieces, and of course, brain switched off. And of course, challenges. Anyway, take care. See you soon.